Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com, free site, dwyervip.com, free site. Let's talk about an over-under, but first remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. When LeBron James first signed with the Los Angeles Lakers, I came across an offshore book that listed the over-under for the Lakers at 53.5 games. I'm not kidding. 53.5. I came online and I said take the under. Well, the lines adjusted. Today, Las Vegas, namely the Westgate, very prestigious sports book, came out with their over-unders on the season. And they have the Los Angeles Lakers at 48.5 wins. Folks, I believe even the 48.5 is excessive. This is the Western Conference. The Golden State Warriors added DeMarcus Cousins. The Houston Rockets did lose Trevor Ariza, but they added Carmelo Anthony. Right? You have several teams in the West that look like they're ready for the next step, including the Utah Jazz. In my opinion, LeBron James is not enough, especially with the ragtag, let me repeat that, the ragtag group around him. This offseason, we thought he was going to add Paul George. We thought he was going to add possibly Carmelo Anthony. There was even talk that the Lakers were going to add Kawhi Leonard. Folks, instead, they got Lance Stevenson, Rajon Rondo, Michael Beasley. I want you to look hard at the young guys on the team and the possible dissension, right? Rajon Rondo was the point guard for a playoff team last year, the New Orleans Pelicans. In my opinion, he would not be in Los Angeles if he didn't talk with LeBron James and wasn't assured that he would get significant playing time. He plays the same position as LeVar Ball's son, Lonzo Ball. You might remember Lonzo. Can't hit 50% of his free throws. Right? Let me point out, too, free throw shooting is a problem for a few guys on the Lakers. Right? Take a look at Rondo's free throw shooting. Right? I'm guessing that something's got to give. Let me also point out, too, that every old player looks like Superman until they don't. Shaquille O'Neal at 34 was a shell of himself. Right? Several players don't even make it to 34 in the NBA. Right? Kobe Bryant looked great at 34. Just a few short years later, it was over. He was no longer Kobe Bryant on a nightly basis, right? Sure, he leaves the sport with a great game, right? Understand that was unusual at that stage of his career. Now, LeBron James this offseason looks like Superman, right? He's going to be 34 this coming year. I'm just telling you that the way it happens is these veterans get nagging injuries. Suddenly their games start to get inconsistent. The people around them start to make excuses for them. Laker fan, does this sound like what happened with Steve Nash at the end? If LeBron James, who played a lot of minutes and played a lot of games last year, if LeBron James slips just a little bit, who's going to pick up the slack for the Lakers? Second-year player Kyle Kuzma? Right now, as you watch this video, do you feel that Brandon Ingram is a star in this league, a guy who deserved to be picked in the top 3 of the NBA draft? So, 48.5, that's too ambitious, right? In my opinion, even here, sub 50, I like the under on the Los Angeles Lakers. Understand, Vegas is not trying to get it right. All Vegas is trying to do is to come up with a line that's going to make them money, that's going to grab the attention of the casual fan, suck them in, right? The Lakers are always overvalued as it is. This is a team, by the way, that finished below 500 last year. They had less than 40 wins, right? This is a team that's going to spend the first, 2 months of the season learning how to play with each other. You have a ball-dominant guy like Michael Beasley. You have a temperamental guard, that's what he is, in Rajon Rondo. Right? You have another young guard who can't hit the side of a barn. You have LeBron James figuring out what it's like to play in a much tougher conference. Right? So they're going to be lost for the first 2 months. Any injury to LeBron James, 48.5 is no longer possible. Right? Understand too, they lost some players. Right? Randall is now a New Orleans Pelican. Right? Who are the bigs? Just close your eyes for a second and think about it. Who are the bigs on the Los Angeles Lakers? You know, LeBron defensively has slipped a little bit. He's no longer all-league defense, right? Look up the years LeBron was all-league defense, right? He's no longer there, folks. So just ask yourself, with the paucity of bigs on the Lakers, when they play the Warriors, who is going to stick Kevin Durant? Right now in other sports, they'll say, look, we can't stop him. We're just hoping to contain him. Right? The problem with that philosophy in the Western Conference, whether you're playing against James Harden or whether you're playing against Kevin Durant, is that both Houston and Golden State have too many other weapons. Right? If I'm there just trying to contain Kevin Durant, I can't stop him, let me just try to contain him. Then he starts throwing the ball to Steph Curry, 2-time MVP, to Klay Thompson, who might well be the best shooter on the team. Right? As he starts spreading it around, God forbid, DeMarcus Cousins' Achilles heals faster than expected, and he's there running roughshod against who? The first-round pick in this year's draft that the Lakers picked to man the paint? So no, 48.5, that's a Vegas stunt to take your money. I don't see the Lakers getting to 48.5. Right? You know, the folklore is a bit too thick when you're hearing about Magic Johnson waiting in a driveway, right, for his meeting with LeBron James. Months, literally months after LeBron James insiders told radio host Colin Cowherd that he was going to play for the Lakers. Right? Months. Jerry West. It's such a bad secret that Jerry West of the Clippers openly says, look, you know, no other team was really competing for LeBron. Everyone knew he was going to the Lakers. But yet we have this folklore. These teams want to make sure that season ticket holders renew, that corporate sponsors are excited about the Lakers. Right? This is as good as it gets. Hope springs eternal in the NBA in July and August. Once the season starts, the Lakers are not coming close to 48 wins. 48.5. Right? Understand, for you to cash the ticket on the over, the Lakers have to win 49 games. I don't see it happening. So if you got the above 50 number earlier, good for you. My point to you is there's still value on the under. I like the under 48.5 wins for the Los Angeles Lakers. That's the Vegas number as of today, Monday, August the 6th. Right? Pay close attention. Pay very close attention because here's a preseason. Some guys are going to have injuries. Pay very close attention to the injuries because understand, the people who tend to get hurt are the players who have some mileage on them. How old is Rondo? How old is LeBron? How many teams has Michael Beasley played for? Right? The Lakers have put together a veteran team. If there are any injuries, and if this number is still available, you might want to add to your bet at that time. That's how I see it. Let me hear from you. I hope you leave your comments in the comment section to this video. Thanks for stopping by.